Welcome to the latest football news. 1. Chelsea has reached a verbal agreement to sign Portugal international Joao Felix on loan from Atletico Madrid, according to The Athletic. The Blues are expected to pay around €11 million to take Felix on loan for the rest of the season after beating off competition from Premier League rivals Arsenal and Man United. The move comes with the Blues in the midst of a tricky patch. Graham Potter's side has slipped to 10th place in the Premier League table and was dumped out of the FA Cup on Sunday by Manchester City in a 4-0 thrashing. 2. Gareth Bale, 5 times Champions League winner and Wales' top scorer and most capped player, has announced his retirement from football. At 33 years old, Bale announced in a set of tweets that he would be hanging up his boots, both at the club and international level. Bale leaves his most recent club, Los Angeles FC, which he joined in July 2022 and where he won the MLS Cup after his own 128th-minute equalizer, which is his last trophy to date. His recent accolade in the U.S. adds to an impressive personal collection that reflects a star-studded career. 3. French Football Federation President Noel le Graet has apologized for dismissive comments made about Zidane becoming national team manager. After it was announced on Saturday that Didier Deschamps would stay on at the helm of France until 2026, le Graet ruled out Zidane ever getting the job, joking to RMC Sport that he wouldn't even have picked up the phone to the footballing icon. The 81-year-old has since spoken to the same station to apologize for the misunderstanding caused by what he labeled clumsy remarks. 4. Hugo Lloris has confirmed he has decided to call it a day for the France team after the World Cup in Qatar. The goalkeeper won the World Cup in 2018 with Les Blues and the Nations League in 2020-21. He also captained the team to the final in 2022 in Qatar, where France was eventually beaten by Argentina on penalties. Lloris departs as France's most capped player after making 145 appearances for his country during his career. The skipper announced the news in an interview where he also named Milan's Mike Maignan as the man to replace him in the national team. 5. Benfica manager Roger Schmidt has attempted to put an end to rumors linking Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea, claiming the player is happy at the club. The transfer saga of the January window could be coming to an end. After weeks of talk over Fernandez's potential move to West London, which ramped up after the player missed training last week, Schmidt has reiterated that the case is now closed. The Argentine has since returned to training, and the Benfica boss has underlined his importance for the team going forward. 6. Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly has stepped back from his interim role as the club's sporting director, which he took on in June 2022. Boehly appointed himself in the position after key figures Marina Ganovskaya and Petr Cech left the club shortly after his arrival. Including recent January acquisitions, the American has overseen the spending of almost £350 million on players, but the Telegraph reports that Boehly has now decided to step down and hand Chelsea's transfer strategy to recent appointments Christopher Vivell and Paul Winstanley. 7. Portugal has confirmed the appointment of Roberto Martinez as their new head coach, bringing links with Jose Mourinho to an end. The 49-year-old Spaniard was last in charge of the Belgium national team, with a 6-year stint at the Red Devils brought to a close after suffering a group stage exit at the 2022 World Cup finals in Qatar. Martinez was able to guide Belgium to the top of the FIFA World Rankings while working with the so-called Golden Generation, but major honors proved elusive for the coach, who previously spent time in club management with Swansea, Wigan and Everton. There had been suggestions that Portugal, who saw Euro 2016 winner Fernando Santos vacate his post after the World Cup, would target Jose Mourinho as their new manager. The outspoken Portuguese tactician is, however, currently in charge of Soraya Giants Roma, and no job share option has been presented to him. 8. Christian Pulisic will be ruled out for weeks with the knee injury he picked up for Chelsea against Manchester City, Graham Potter has confirmed. The United States international lasted just 22 minutes of a 1-0 Premier League defeat for the Blues against the reigning champions at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea was left sweating on medical updates on Pulisic. They are still unable to put a definitive timescale on his recovery, but Potter admits that the 24-year-old forward is joining Raheem Sterling and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the treatment room. Subscribe for more.
Absolutely sensational!
Sports Friendly, the game is on.